What is up, good people? Jungle Inc. here. Hope you're doing well. Man, what an amazing and really strange run this has been. It's been nothing like the past. It's just been one long march towards destiny, with Bitcoin getting within a rounding error today of all-time highs. Didn't quite make it, but pretty darn close. We're sitting right now at $66,363, up about 4% on the day. Ethereum, strong day, up 5%. We see Solana XRP pretty flat on the day, but the rest of crypto, a lot of green out there, a lot of good growth. An exciting time to be into cryptocurrencies. It's great to see. I want to talk about this a little bit, just a preview of something we'll go into more in depth. But when we look at the XRP ledger, fast, cheap, reliable payments, that's what it's great at. And I think that's what we need to leverage. What's interesting, when we look at Ripple, what do they do with it? They take existing banks and financial institutions and they improve their businesses. They don't try to build new banks to link to the XRP ledger. They're not like, we need to redo banks to make them good for XRP. No, that doesn't make sense. They take the existing bank's business or financial institution, money sender, whatever, and they hook it up and they let XRP do what it does well. And that's how they're building out their systems. Now, when we look at the approach to what XRP does for other things in blockchain, I think we've kind of fell off the mark here. And it's good to remember that XRP ledger isn't just for payments. It's a great place to trade value of any kind. It has a built-in decentralized exchange that's quite different than anything else we see out there in crypto. This is my main point here for today's video. What we see doing here, should we be building new smart contract blockchains, side chains, zombie chains that have no value yet? Should we say, we want a smart contract blockchain in the XRP ecosystem to build applications? Or much like Ripple takes existing banks, should we just make existing blockchains that already have the value, but they need fast payments, fast settlements, fast trade, and make those into our XRP ledger side chains? Using Ethereum as an example, it's great for programmability. You make some of the best apps in the world. They're already there. That value is already there, waiting to be unlocked. XRP ledger, well, it's great. It's settlements, trade, fast payments. Link them up. Make Ethereum an XRP ledger sidechain, and make the XRP ledger an Ethereum scaling solution and have success now. Don't wait for someone to build something of value that you want to trade. Link, the ledger to Ethereum, and you can have unbelievable volume now, and you're benefiting both blockchains. I have people ask me, well, what would that do for the XRP ledger? What would be the point? It's a bad question to ask. First of all, I think it would do a whole heck of a lot for the XRP ledger, because a lot of that value, once it flowed over to the ledger, it ain't coming off ever. You're going to have tons of trading volume. You're going to have a lot of that volume flowing through XRP. But the question we should ask, remember, XRP is a tool. The XRP ledger is a tool. We should be asking, what does this do for the user? You have a lot of users out there, and Ethereum layer 2s and side chains like Matic, it's not enough. There's going to be so many transactions there. They need help. They need to execute trades fast and cheap. This is a place where we can have an impact, and it doesn't just stop with Ethereum. It is my opinion that smart contract blockchains, when they become very popular, I don't care about their architecture. They're going to get bogged down. The demand is going to outpace their capacity to process all of these transactions. And what's so great about the XRP ledger, we don't have that in our ecosystem, bogging us down, making things slow, because we're focused on what? On payments and settlement. And so you can pull a ton of transactions on the ledger and be able to facilitate those, because you don't have the rest of it bogging us down, getting in our way, making transactions very slow and expensive. And so you can have this symbiotic relationship. And it's not just with Ethereum. It can be with a lot of blockchains. To me, don't waste your time building new zombie chains, hoping someone comes along to build value, when you have a whole globe full of amazing blockchains that you could really facilitate trade in a symbiotic relationship, build a lot of value for both sides. That's my opinion. I think that is the way we should be going. The XRP ledger right now today is ready to fill a void and build value for amazing blockchains that have that value now and can make a huge difference. We'll talk more here in the future coming up, but to me, that is the path to success. XRP Ledger is a payments and settlement focused blockchain. We need to keep it as such, but we don't need to, spool up a bunch of zombie chains that no one's using. Let's link up to the big dogs right now. Just put pipelines over into all these blockchains, and we'll talk about how to do this here shortly. And I think that's where you're going to have immediate impact and success, and you can have a ton of on-chain volume. And don't forget, if you can build all this on-chain volume, Ripple can dip into that as well to make their institutional payments. We can dip into that volume to make, payments ourselves if we want to do it. It's great for the whole ecosystem. Again, we'll circle back to this here in the future. SEC, let's recenter this here. The SEC is pushing back against the Ethereum ETF. And we see the SEC has again delayed its decision on spot Ethereum ETF applications from BlackRock and Fidelity as analysts continue to tip May may be the month to watch. Now, it depends on who you listen to here. Some people are saying it's imminent, it's going to happen maybe around May. Some are saying the SEC is just going to be nasty and continue to push this out. I don't know what to believe. Part of me thinks, well, BlackRock, Fidelity are going to get their way. We know eventually they will. But just understand this is the future. We're going to get all coin ETFs, and it's going to be much like what you see now with Bitcoin. Some of them won't have enough demand day one, so they'll bundle a bunch together. They'll work this out. There's going to be a bunch of amazing products. Might not be the ones that you and I invest in, but you're going to see a lot of institutional money and a lot of regular investors, start dipping over into the altcoin market. In time, Ethereum will lead the way. You best believe it. Bitcoin, we see the price nearing all-time high, but a ton of outflows from GBTC. Almost 550 million. What's going on here? We've talked about it. GBTC is just a bad product, very high fees, and so people are going to be exiting this as fast as they can, and you're probably not going to get a lot of new inflows. They're going to go to Grayscale, Fidelity, or one of the other options here. Insanely bullish facts about where we are right now is we are a mere 1% off of all-time highs. Just amazing. We see this stat. Bitcoin once doubled its all-time high in 10 days. Probably not going to happen because back then it went from $34 to $88. So, it's probably going to take longer to double, but definitely a bullish time in crypto. Bitcoin halving is not here yet. I know a lot of people out there think that's a dummy metric to look at. I'm not saying it's a magic potion that guarantees success, but it has significant effect over time because it's cutting the supply. As demand is increasing, supply is going to be cut. It's going to have an effect. We see right now just the market itself is extreme greed. I don't know what to take from that. Again, it's not a time that I'm investing in Bitcoin, but I sure am not selling. I'll tell you that. Who knows how far this thing goes? MicroStrategy set to raise another $600 million via convertible notes to buy more Bitcoin. You know my opinion here. I think he goes a little overboard buying Bitcoin, very high prices. He has a huge stockpile. I know most people are cheering this on. I would rather he just stand pat with the stack he has. Maybe be a little bit more careful about the debt he takes on long term. He knows his business better than I do. He says it's safe. We will see. I would just be built for bear and make sure you retain all that great Bitcoin that he already holds. Bad things can happen. Tether, man, $100 billion market cap. We've all heard over the years the Tether FUD. They just seem to be killing it. We'll see if that continues. But that market cap for a stablecoin, USDT, which a lot of people said was over and done with, hitting $100 billion market cap, just dominating. It's great to see. And their business, holding on to all that capital, earning interest on it, just an amazing, amazing business for Tether. Ripple continues to focus on expanding XRP's utility. We see Brad Garlinghouse saying the following: we are frankly and actively investing in other use cases for XRP. So beyond just cross-border payments, and one of them, again, would be trading on the DEX, building, liquidity pools with AMMs, all very important. And some will be marketplaces, but there will be partners that are going to help with this with consumer-centric, which I think is important. We want regular folks to use the XRP ledger. A lot of people out there say, it's only for institutions. It's only for this. That's hogwash. That's nonsense. Anyone that can leverage its capabilities should use it if it does a good job. And it's about app builders using applications that people want to use. that makes their life better, makes their life easier. That's what it's about. And Ripple's going to try to help that building process. At some point, it comes down to the builders, though. They got to get it done. They got to build stuff people want to use. Lastly, we see here Ethereum versus Solana. Latest upgrades heat up supremacy battle. There's no battle here. I mean, Solana's doing great. It's a smart contract blockchain, very popular out there. I'm sure as an investment, it will do well. It is no Ethereum. It will not contend with Ethereum. It has no chance long term. I think eventually it will be, an Ethereum scaling solution itself. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Inc.